No niin, jatketaanpa siitä mihin jäätiin, eli viimeksi kuoltiin mielenkiintoisesti ja tosiaan en nyt muista, että onko tää mihin kohtaan suunnilleen tää tallennus, mutta me nähdään kun vähän kierretään.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Alright. May retry it. 17% on nyttenkin. Pitäis kokeilla. Mä vielä laitan oven kiinni. Perception kyky. See, hear and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Sitä mä mietin, että paljonkohan sen ehkä nostaa sitä kykyä sitten, että onko se tarpeeksi. Ja sitten motoriksi on mulla muutenkin aika matala näistä taitohommissa. Ehkä mä kokeilen vaan, saanko mä sitä
The bear's eyes are still glowing red.
17%.
It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly. You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin, or what to even do with him.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
Okei. Se ei mennyt nappiin se yrityskerta. Onks tää nyt se kohta? Niin ne kiväärit ennen, otapas. Hei Kim. Mitä kautta tää peli haluaa mun menemään? Tästä, none. Joo, siis tää on vissiin se vaihe, kun tää tavallaan huone, kun me laitettiin se ruumis vaan ja sitten jäi siihen se.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment.
Nämä dialogit me ollaan käyty siinä edellisessä osassa, niin mä vähän menen pikana.
Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Your hand reaches deep.
Are deep?
Most of them take it.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional. Seems like an old bunker. It means there are fire.
He likes this fun.
Saatiin nyt se ase tänne. Joo, tosiaan heti kun tuli se game overi, niin mehän tehtiin nämä hommat ja katsottiin läpi, niin mä kuitenkin yritän retraceta stepit mahdollisimman tarkkaan. Johtoihin on uskalla vielä koskea. Onko täällä vielä mitään muuta? Niin se lappu, sehän piti katsoa inventaarista. Siitä, mikä oli pakkasessa. Tuo käsikirjoitettu lappu.
The note. This is someone. You find the filament memory with the offside.
That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a red. Really? Oh, I'm sure that child would love.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
No. Sitten voidaan katsoa tuo uusiksi.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. Turning the crank is all gone. What better to assuage the creep? You slip your finger if you want to try again.
Equip the pry bar.
Tää me tehtiin siinä viime setissä, niin tehdään tolle, että nämä kesken on.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You see the...
Yeah, well, I have no...
Sooner or later.
Sitten tää voi olla se taas. Muovipussi etsivä. Tähän me tultiin silloin, ja tässä tuli meille game over.
A thick layer of coal looks like this furnace has a face. It's dark and...
What are you doing? Wait, really? Should investigate. See if someone...
You muster all your strength and yell.
Wow, mä feilasin se tällä kertaa.
Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you.
Oh, wow.
The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there. Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later. Looks like it.
Mites mä nyt teen tuolla, kun viimeksi mä sain se huutamalla se huomioon tällä kertaa.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Jos... Pitäis taas merit your hands with coal. Mä kokkelen
A
vähän.
lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Gra, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint. 3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
Otetaan pokkana taika.
Please wipe your face clean, officer.
Don't wipe it.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It would be foolish to remove them.
We are exploring this dark place and I need the protection my war paint affords.
And this protects you?
This is traditional war paint. It will grant me safe passage with the spirits that guard this place. It gives me confidence and that's all that matters, Kim.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Hei. War painted your face antaa uudelleen tehdä se mahiksen kokeilla.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello?
No.
You've awakened the entity.
This is the police.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the 2nd floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
No niin. Nyt ei kyllä tällä kertaa potkasta.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Then what was the chatter you heard?
No näin. Jonkinlaisen setin se nyt veti täältä. Otetaanpas, onko täällä nyt tuli jotain. Se on sitten verhoääni. Täälläkään mä en näe mitään, että se on varmaan eri tilassa oltava. Alright. Katsotaanpas. Onko täällä päivä? Täällä on mitään karttaa tai sellaista. Täällä kattelin läpi täällä, että täältä me tultiin. Okei, käydään täällä. Shoes in the puddle of melting snow. Postcard La Delta. Tässä on. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia tone. Midtown traffic passes overhead, the ghost of skyscrapers disappear in the beige midday mist. The postcard is prepaid. Okay. Tää on se huone. This tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Satoja noppia. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Okei, kukas täällä sitten?
Hello, I'm Nia.
Hello, Nia. Nia.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
Okay.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade.
En usko, että entity on kyseessä. Eipä ole sun ikkunaa koputeltu.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Tää milieu-homma?
Yes, a milli is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Okay. Miksi sä sitten kysyt nopista?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. Pitäisikö laittaa tää? Ei me oikeastaan tiedä. Vai no hei, laitetaan vaan, että hei, tarvitaan noppia.
Very good. My rate is 10 rel per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
Okei. Okay. Tiedätkö mitään hirtetystä tyypistä?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Nyt on vähän mielikuvituspuolis aivoissa vähän liian vapaalla.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Okei, kuulokkeet korvilla toki voi olla vaikea kuulla juttuja ulkona.
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Okei, etkä katsele ulos vai?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Okei, se koskee keskittyy niin paljon sitten noppien tekoa varmaan.
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Okei, kiitos vastauksista tähän liittyen.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
No, miten susta tuli nopantekijä?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dyes out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Okay.
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
No missä me sitten nyt teknisesti ollaan?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Käy järkeä.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
Pitäisikö kysyä tästä kirouksesta?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
No... Miten sitten selität, että mitä niille firmoille on tapahtunut täällä?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Totta. Kun miettii itsekin, että kuinka paljon yrityksiä ympärillä niin kaatuu ja niistä ei oikeastaan tule mitään juttua, mutta sitten menestystarinat ja tällaiset aina tulee niin sanomalehtiin ja kaikkea mediaa aina isolla fontilla. Ei kaikki voi menestyä.
The bookshop lady?
Se on mahdotonta.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. Pitäisikö laittaa tuo ehkä?
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Niin se hotellikin. Otetaanpas, että sekin kuuluu tähän alueeseen vai?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
Pitäisikö laittaa, että you're right, Whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Tästä se vaan on tarpeeksi menestyvä, että pärjääpi verrattuna muihin. Plaisance thinks it's because you're a source of it, a malignant entity. Pitäisikö mun laittaa, että se on vaan tarpeeksi hyvä ehkä vaan siinä ammatissaan ja pärjää siksi.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're describing isn't a curse, it's capitalism.
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Aivan vähän vauhissa taas. I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very mysteriously. Pitäisikö laittaa tuo, että ehkä se on vaan että kysynnän ja tarjonnallakin.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her. The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
Okei, eli mä en pysty tänään asialle tekemään vissiin mitään sen kummosemmin. Shivers. Why hasn't her business failed?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes, you need to connect. Oh god. En mä nyt halua alkaa iskemään reisumalla vaatteita.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief. The tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp.
Okei, tässä sitten muille tapahtuu.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
No, käypä kaikki läpi, kun tässä on vissiin vähän vaihtoehtoja.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
Okei. Entäs sitten sille kuntosalille?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Okei. Kuka se oli?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Okei, pistetään Kuno sinne. Olisi hyvä laittaa.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
He's a little kinger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's
Juuri
mouth?
se.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Suoraan sanottuna. Okei. How did that community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Wow.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much
Eli
more
pelkästään vaan
people
tämmöisten
around the
epämääräisten
club ever
huhupuhujien
since.
takia meni se kuntosali kiinni sitten. Entäs hajonneet ikkunat?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
Yep.
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Mitäs tää on tää snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people
Se on
pay
vähän
good money to
niinkö,
get
mitä
off of
näitä
it.
urbaanilegendeja, joku snuff-filmi tyylinen systeemi.
What does she mean?
Näitä murha
Get
VHS
off
sieltä, mitä
on
se
it.
sanotaan.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Entäs täytetyt eläimet?
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
Mä voin kysyä, että mitä huumeita.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Eikä paikassa harvaa haisee kusi pikkusen sen takia.
Even you can probably do better than that. You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man, hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with old piss, stuffing a sad, stiff-legged raccoon dog. The entire scene looks tragic.
Entäs ne mannekinit, mitä täällä on ollut pitkin mestoja?
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
Hyönteisten oikeusaktivistit.
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
Niinpä tietenkin.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
But insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
Kärpäsestä härkänen.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Mielenkiintoinen huomio.
Anything else?
What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashkor or wherever he is.
Okei. Mitä ne sitten kertoo?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
Okei. Entä se tietokonelaite, tai se, mikä se oli? Onko se... Mikä se oli? Wave Computer vai millä nimellä se oli?
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro.
Jaa, nörtit tappelemassa vai?
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
Jaa, se tyypillinen.
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
The usual case.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep up
Isot
new
puheet
businesses
ja suunnitelmat,
and so
mutta
on.
liian vähäinen rahoitus.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important. Showing up to work on time is hard. No,
Aivot
scratch
tappelee.
that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
They have everything needed to succeed.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
Totta.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
Okei, entäs tää mysteerinen jääkarhu jääkaappi?
Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Okei, kysytään.
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Okei, tyypillinen markkinointi.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
No, se on aika surkea palkka.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear.
Okei, mitä sitten karhusta?
The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Okei, eli huono jääkaappi vielä kaiken lisäksi, että se on tosi pelottavan näköinen se karhu. Niin markkinointi mennyt kyllä vähän mönkään pahasti.
Eventually, Ravenshaw Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best. Otetaan tuo, että... No... Tuo ylivaihtoehto.
Maybe. Because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Coded Megatherian.
Selvä.
Scary, but cool.
Okei, kysytään sit.
Megatherian, a mega wild beast.
Mega wild beast.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Selvä.
A wise and noble beast.
Heti
guiding
electrochemistry
you to
aivopuolisko
land where
puhuu.
the streets are paved with drugs. The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Grab your necktie and mumble, not now you beast. I don't have comment on drugs. I do drugs, I've got vision beast myself. Mä laitan... Yritetään se solmio tunkia piilo.
What?
Do you ever feel like your vision beast is trying to blackmail the fun out of you? Nothing cuff and let go of the tie.
Right. Anyway, now you know the story
Eikä
of
parempi,
the
että
fallen
solmio ja
ice cream
puhumaan ihan
and...
liikoja.
The temperature has dropped in the cover of the night. You see frost on the windows.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
Muut kysymykset.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Kysytään tästä
What
rakennuksesta.
I'm listening.
Ei täällä kuulu enempää.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Tilataanko me noppa?
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the viral antidote setting? I want to die for that. Do you have any cursed dice? Tell me about your most extraordinary die. I'm sorry I don't know what die I want. I just a normal die for me, please. Very regular. I'm looking for something to help with my work. Pitäisikö kysyä extraordinary die-hommasta?
A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm a star myself. Superstar, and superstars don't care about money. 7 reaalia vai? Kokeilla.
Yes, you definitely have the proper attitude. How about a pair of 100-sided dice, made of ivory and inlaid with lodestone, a naturally occurring magnet, to complement your magnetic personality? 10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours.
8 tunnissa. But do magnetic dice even roll properly?
It's true, magnetic dice are definitely different. When rolled together, the magnetic fields of the pips interact with each other to push and pull on each other as they're rolled, just like all magnetic personalities do.
Okei, tilataan.
Great, see you in 8 hours then.
Mikä trophy?
Was there
Hyperstellar
anything else?
Low Official. Mikähän tuo oli? Pokaali. Tässä Kimillä asia.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
Teillä on rahaa.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Okei. Pitäisiköhän mä sit Mä mietin, että niin, jos kerran pitäisi hotellihommatkin maksaa ja rahaakin puuttuu, niin mistä mä äkkiseltä maniskuukkilia kerätään? Pitäisikö se kivääri ehkä kokeilla myyä tätä? Pick up the dice from Dice Maker. Pay for the damages. Neuvottelua ehdottaa. Ja täältä vissiin pääsee pois myös. Tää onkin loadingissa laitto. Täältä koko rakennus vai? Okei. Mitäs muuten rikospaikka näyttää nyt, kun sillä sitä ruumista?
There are several footprints.
Ainakin täällä on vielä mahdollisuus katsoa nuo jäljitkin. Posti.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
Niin, tämä me pystyttiin kauemmassakin suorintamaan. Niinkö tosiaan yöaikanakin niin siviilejä alkaa poistumaan ja tyyppeille voi jutellakin. Mä unohdin sitä tässä pelissä. Tuossa oli jotain.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Okay.
The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Where?
Osoitetta.
There? Those are old.
Yeah.
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Okei. Tuo on vaan tämmönen muuten vaan havainnointi yhtäkkiä, kun juostiin vaan täällä. Otaanpas vielä täällä. Lonely cormorant surveys the sea indifferent to your approach. Jotain löytyy pientä. Roundabout North. Capeside Apartments. Set the frame of motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it.
Hey, up here, Piggo.
There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Täällä vähän näitä ykköntää löydetään. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Docking reserved for residents of redesigned Peace Lane, 33A. Pitäisikö mun tallentaa välillä peliäkin? Tässä on jokinlainen laiva. The room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. Okei, jutellaan vaikka täällä. Hetkinen, mikä tuo? Shadows on the water, green plants under the calm surface.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
All right.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
Joyce-niminen nainen.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Okei. Mistäs L-kirjaa?
Beaton, my maiden name.
Se tunnisti meitä, että me ollaan RCMstä.
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Okay.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
Laitetaanpa tää kätellä.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode.
Kimmähän
Very
paikkaa meitä.
unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
Okay.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
Okei, Okei, hyvä. 6. vaihtoehto. You seem rich, can I have some money? Pitäisikö vasitella kukkella?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
No. What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities.
Okay.
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead,
Wow.
and your
Niin
underwear
niinku
falls
vertaillaan
out.
itseämme tuohon.
You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too.
As I should be, for even considering it, this is a woman and I am a man. Laitetaan, että you're too... Mä laitan, että I'm not ashamed.
Oh, but you are. Too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in her eyes. Those half-precious stones of Erdenier. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Volition. Said, can I have some money? Kokeillaan.
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does is...
Money?
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Did you say money?
No, I didn't. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Oh, wow. Kokeillaanpa.
Why, yes I am.
Does she have a name? I think I have a candle on the board.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Kailu.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Niin, se on tuolla Kimi-ajoneuvo.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Onko lisenssi veneellä?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Kysytäpä. Lisenssi.
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished ones.
Voisit kuitenkin nähdä sen lisenssi.
Actually, you don't.
Mitä Kim meinaa?
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials.
No okei. Mä mietin just, että pitäisikö vaan mennä. Jos Kim kerran sanoo suoraan tuosta, niin ehkä mä vaan pakita.
About the boat?
Laivalla nimi.
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word it feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Pitäisikö sanoa, että cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
Entä Dolores?
Why Dolores?
Muuten vaan kuulostaa hauskalta nimeltä.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
Sitten... Minkälainen vene?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the
Wow.
murder we're investigating.
Teamkin jopa kommentoi.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Good.
Okei. Liivataanpas sitten.
Of course, detective. Take care.
Okei, mitäs meillä on nyt tiedossa? Vähän vaikka ja mitä. Meidän pitää vissiin vielä hotellissakin käydä, että kun alkaa... Miten se oli kello 23 se oli, että se menee paikat tähän niinku kiinni pikkuhiljaa tällä ympäri kaupunkia. Tää. Täällähän on kunnon valot. Niin diskopallo tekee ton. Pääsekö tänne muuta veneen?
You see a heavy
Mutta me ei saa auki, kun se on lukossa. Tavaraa on kyllä paljon.
Can I help you?
Okei, siitä rahasta.
Yes. Have you got it?
Voiko me järjestelyjä tehdä?
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kimmo on sanomassa jotain. Okei. Okay.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
No okei, mulla on vielä avaimet.
Good luck trying to use it. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
Jaa. Entäs mä murran ove?
Oh, wonderful. Try to do that. I'll have to call you an ambulance. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Okei.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Selvä. Tämäpä ikävää. Motor carriage, niinku se oli. Tässä on hotelli tai joku tämmönen yöpaikka, missä pystyisi nukkumaan, mutta perhana. Ei rahaa maksaa sitä hotellilaskuakaan. Okei, mitäs sillä on sitten täällä?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage.
Okei, mitäs mä kokkelen mittaria vähän.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch, labeled heat.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you.
Okay. Katsotaan se suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Okei. Mitä ne on?
There are spinner hubcaps. Frivolous things you put on your wheels.
Vanteet.
When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
A vanity he wouldn't mind.
Mitä tarkoitat takavarikolla?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
Noin. Eikö se ole teknisesti vähän niinku lahjontaa?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them.
Okei. Etkö sä halua laittaa tähän sun omaan autoon?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cup with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, outrageously cool. Yes, too wacky.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
Harvoin Kim hymyilee. I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me. It's on the right that we sell them.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
But thank you.
Mä voin valita, että otanko mä ne vai en. Mutta sitten jos mä en otan niitä, niin missä mä pystyn yöpymäänkään. Pakko ne ottaa.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Okei, suljetaan ovi. Otapas. Radiant Spinners. 200 arvoinen vaan. Vaikka mä myisin noin muut setit, ei mulla varmaan itse asiassa tarpeeksi niistä.
Yes?
Niin, missä täällä oli sitten... Sitä missä pystyi myymään. Voiko tää löytyy jotain?
Yes?
Ups, vahingossa klikkasin sun. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Fingerless gloves. Elysium chemistry. Cigarette-stained fingertips. They be worn threadbare, but being made of wood still provides a warmth and comfort. Auttaisikohan tää siinä painonnostossa? En osaa sanoa. Waterlock out of the order until Wednesday, 7:15.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Työnnetään kovempaa.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation.
No, sitten ei kannata
The
enää.
spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Kyllä vain. Eli on turha yrittää katsoa varmaan sen enempää. Butter sign down.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
Mikä on Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Visual Calculuksella voidaan kokeilla, että mitä on tapahtunut.
Just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal. No use rubbernecking now.
Ei mennyt nappiin. No, käydäänpäs täällä. Police work is tough. Take breaks, talk to strangers, explore. Tästä täällä on kaikki. Some kind of machine and an antique cash register. The bust of a woman. Lake simply says day. The dark film projector is veering away. Onko mitään oltu? Most military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Meillä varmaan lamppua kattelee.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector. just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Pitäisikö laittaa, että now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite a collection. I may have something to add to it.
It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Is Roy high, and if yes, then what is he on? Pystyy kokeilemaan. Kokeillaan.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon.
Pyrrolidon?
It's tough to come by on the street.
Mitä huumetta semmonen?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Okay. Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. Mä voin kysyä, että so, where does a man get Pyrrolidon these days? Suoraan voin kysyä.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something. Like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
Yeah. Point at his clothes. Say what's that? The triangles on your vest.
I was with the emergency relief brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster. Had to take Pyrrolidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't
it? He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
Okay. Kysytäänpä sitä ERBstä.
We were an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
Olisi ollut rankkaa ollut sitten radioaktiivisuutta puhistelemassa.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths.
Tulee mieleen vähän niinku tosielämässä. Eikä pelitiketti
and we knew all that was coming, even as we were cleaning up as best we could. No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
No, mites sä sitten aloit kauppaa pyörittää?
The clean-up happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but
Käy järkeen.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Mä voin kysyä niistä, että antaako se niitä lääkkeitä huomata. There's something I'd like to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a miss, banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Yes.
Thank you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Okei, se ottaa loput sitten itse taskuun.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Voi myydä vaatteita. Voin esittää ruumista kuvaa. I have discovered the pin, but before I sell it I have some questions.
Somebody's summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you 320 for it.
Noin vähän vaan. Mä voisin myydä sen ja sitten niinku yrittää... That's a rip-off. Mennään sillä.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at 310, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
Laitte 3.20. Okei.
Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything?
Eipä oo tällä hetkellä muuta.
Another time, perhaps.
Muuta juttua mitä tehdä. Mennään maksaa se hotellihuone. Nyt saatiin sitä rahaakin. Ennen kuin unohtuu. Right, tien kautta. Ei nyt voi mutta sanoa sille, että ruumis on poistettu multa.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
The body's gone.
Like, gone?
Otetaan vaikka just gone.
Gone to heaven? Thank you, officer. Looks like I'll get mint in the ground by April.
No.
I'm a nighthawk. What can I say?
Yöhaukka.
Odd.
Minusta tuntuu, että tää ei hyödynnä. Tää on niinku suora porttaus PS4-versiosta, kun nämä loadausajat on melkein suunnilleen prekulleen samoja, mitä ne oli silloin, kun mä tähän PS4-versiosta kokeilin. No niin, tuossa.
Can I help you?
So about the money that I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
Yep.
Well?
Okei, 100 reaalia. Sitten mä voin läsäyttää ja voinkin sanoa, että tukehtuu niihin. Pahoitella. Ehkä mä voisin nakata ne ja pahoitella tätä vaivaa. Kun mehän tuhottiin sen.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
Okei. Ehkä jatkossa maksaa lasku etukäteen.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
21.00 saakka. Okei.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
20 reaalia per yö.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Ei tuu muuta mieleen äkkiseltä. Okay, pick up dice from the dice maker. Close the waterlock on Wednesday. Find money for rent and pay guard. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. Eli 20 reaalia joka yölle tavallaan niinkö settiin varat. Ja mulla on 10 reaalia 7 senttiä. Tallennus kuitenkin.
Yes?
Ei mitään Kimin kanssa jutella. Se on se mummeli tai se yksi tyyppi hävinnyt täältä. Se oli tuossa nurkassa. Onko vielä paikkoja, mitä voisin käydä läpi? Ainakin meillä on nyt se hotellipaikka, niin se on hyvä juttu. Hei, pitäisikö radiopuhelu tehdä? Olisiko siinä idea?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Pitäisikö mun kokeilla 41?
Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Personal details.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative.
Okay,
so I got a 10-12 here. Over.
Okay.
Understood, sir. Over.
Sitten ei enempää
puhuta. 10-10, over and out.
Joo. Sitten kun se on yksin, niin enemmän voisi vähän kyselläkin. Taas pitää löytää. Jump Jams, Polaris Music Mag. Most able-bodied men, this issue hosts a top 10 list. Oh no, they're much hungrier than you. You should feel threatened by handsome men, don't be silly. Aivokki puhuu tuosta. Fritte. 3 T-kirjainta. Okei, Fritte on ilmeisesti ainakin lukossa. Tästä kaikki löytää. The Lord's probably stored fuel here. Now there are store booze. Arret. Massive nave. It says Grih. Regular Vehicle Industrial Harbor. Okei, ainakin täältä löytyy vähän rahaa, kun kattelee. Foreign car kept in good condition.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Versio, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
42%. Plus 1 here, creator story from René. Kokeillaan. Auttaako?
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
Okay. Humanox covers the truck. White tank top. Tank top, gym vest, rigging of sweat. Antaa plus 1 physical instrument. Work it. Ottaiskohan tääkin ehkä siinä painonnostossa? Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Tuossa jotain. Reaalia ainakin löytyy.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma? Kysytäänkö vasentilla?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey like lead. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
Snap your fingers in front of her face. Excuse me, ma'am.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Itse. Snap your fingers sitten.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Miksi?
Why? I just told you why.
Okay. Kim sitä mieltä, että ei saa herkoja. Okei, lähdetään sitten katsoa mitä muuta löydetään, kun kerran Kim ei anna meidän häiritä vanhaa muorta. Täältä ei pääse. Semmoisemme. Täältä me mennään johonkin sitten. Tuohon ei pääse. Se on kiinni. Se on tietty kelloajat ja alkaa paikatkin sulkeutua. Se periaatteessa toi aika toimii kuitenkin mekaniikkana osoittaa näihinkin liittyen. Helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. What arises about the series or as it is streams you come forward. Vieläkö löydetään muut? Silver Crave's gateway to the River of Filth. Tää on se auto. Mä mietin justiin, että pitäisikö vielä... Onko ne kuunoja kunuessa vielä täällä? Nähtävästi. Se niille kokeilla jutella.
Kuno care? Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it? The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Does this racist mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you picked it after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching.
Just.
Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
Okei, kysytäänpä muistutusta. There's a stack of Ethernet back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
Were those games left-handed? Kokeilemaan.
The fuck are you talking about? Kuno doesn't know what handed gimps they were.
Trying to get you to talk gimp, Kuno. Don't talk.
Otetaanpas että you can't hide it. I see without vision with my inner eye.
Inner eye? Fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
Kysytäänpäs muuta.
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic treehouse.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse.
Okay, what's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it.
Outo. Se on entinen työntekijä, se puutarhuri.
Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
Selvä.
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Onks meillä muuta?
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it? You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
So you refer to yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Ray!
Oh god.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Wow. Aikamoisia mulkkuja.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Just.
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pig's in there, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Physical instrument challenging shut him down. Are you high right now?
Misters, help!
Rolling super hard.
Just.
He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig.
Yeah, ihan kamoissa.
He's flashing Kuno. He's showing his genitals. If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late.
What is this sick charade?
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
Just.
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend.
Did Carter put you up to this? Pitäisikö kysyä vasitella?
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno!
Pystyisi läsäyttää turpiikin nähtävästi, mutta don't punch him, it's a bad idea.
Look. I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Yes, but I didn't act on it. It was just a fantasy. Yes, how do I get back to it? I wanna go back to that too. Now about the nope.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should've, because now...
Niin.
You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Lol.
Backing up was a bad idea. Now he thinks he's established dominance over you.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just...
Näinpä.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
I believe. Okei. Käykö vielä juttelee tälle toiselle?
I'll die before I squeal, pig!
Child, converse with me. You there behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Alright. Tapa vielä sitä hommaa täällä.
An inconspicuous pile of the roof material
come back.
Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pallets, easy on the eyes. It reveals no secrets at this time.
Itse kun meikäläisellä feilaa toi skill checkaus niin monesti.
An inconspicuous...
Parempi vaan jättää se nyt toistaiseksi. Parempi tallentaa, kun moraali alkaa olla aika vähissä meillä. Yksi palkki vaan. Kestus.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
No, pikkaillaan läpi.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid game.
Se plays.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Andrew Orlando.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. Just seeing the words Andrew Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity. to say nothing
Oikein
of
uhka
your hair.
maskuliinisuuteen vai? No ne.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24 tuntia ikkuna.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing
Famous
happens.
fashion atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Okay, kokeillaanpa puhua. Hello?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Laitetaanpa, että... Yes, I've come to place an order. Valehella.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Yes, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
Michelle, just please.
Michelle.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Okay. Of course I care, just that I've been going through some tough time. Pitäisikö mennä tuolla vaihtoehdolla? Mä en edes tiedä mistä on kyse, mutta kokeillaan vähän mennä vaan niinkö.
Ever since I came to work here, it's different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally once again.
Unohtaa mitä?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Alright, it's a goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Collision challenging. Slipstream SCA. Well.
No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
Okay, Fortress accident.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress accident.
Never call Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main hall building B.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
He's still the pinball.
Silence. No one answers your
Sitten
call.
joku, se on vaan tyhjä.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
This button looks new. I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't been connected yet. Is it the dice makers?
Niin, totta, kun se asuu siellä... Leave. Niin, kokeillaanpa mitä uusia vaatteita esineitä. Jacket. Savoir for wear. Contains 20 bottles. Niin mulla menee -2 vuoroa feiriin tuo vaatteiden takia pelkästään, mutta muita kykyjä tulee ihan mukavasti. Tai skillsejä. Mä nyt pistin se niin sanotun vaimohakkaja paidan päälle. Okei, me ei päästä kirjakauppaan. Täältä me päässään kuitenkin sisään. Pystyyköhän sen kirjakauppaan niin murtautumaan tai mitään? Tuli mieleen teknisesti astua niin sisään väärinpäin. Tää jääkaappikin.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the free.
Mitä uutta? Can put more points in skill. Drugs raise learning caps, but they're bad for your health. Jaa, että huumeella pystyy nostamaan learning cappejakin pelissä. But they're bad for your health, ei kuulosta kivalta. Vaps täältä vähän. Kyllä mitään mielenkiintoista. Täällä. Kokeillaanpa tuota uudelleen.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Se voi vaatia erilaiset hanskat ehkä. Nyt täältä pääseekö nyt ulos? The store on the other side is closed for the night. Come back tomorrow. Elikkä se on lukkossa. Dicemakeri on vielä täällä.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Sillä ei mitään muuta erikoista.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes. Like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with...
Sitten tuossa oli se, jolla pystyi ottaa yhteyttä siihen mummeliin, mutta me ei tietä salasanoa. Most checks have secret difficulty modifiers. Talk to the right person can reopen a closed white check. Okei, pidänpä mielessä. Poistua täältä messasta. Short on money, equip plastic bag, collect bottles and sell them at Fritte. Tässä vielä vähän. Autosavesta tuli mieleen, että mäkin teen omaan tallennuksen. Ja samalla voisin vaikka leikata klipinkin tästä. Alright, mutta sitten seuraavaan osaan.